Hi everyone, my name is Kelly and I am talking to you guys today about my minimal Christmas list items. I just wanted to talk a little bit first about setting a budget and how my husband and I did that this year. So I wanted to come on here and tell you guys that it's okay to have a budget for Christmas. You don't need to go overboard by any means. We kept our Christmas just to our family and we kept it very minimal. I remember when I was working, I felt like I needed to buy little trinkets for all my coworkers and candy to give them during Christmas and make a pie or whatever for Thanksgiving, and financially during this season it can be really hard. So I'm here to tell you that it shouldn't be that hard. Keep it very minimal. Even this year we felt like maybe next year we can go even more minimal. Maybe we bought too much stuff, especially for our kids. I know we want our kids to have the world, but they spend 2 seconds playing with a toy and then they're done. So we kind of honed into what our son really likes. He likes tractors and he likes farm animals, so that's what we stuck with. And then we knew that he was going to be gifted some other things from our family, so we kind of kept that to a minimum too, and kept it to our family to be able to pay for that. But I know that the season can get really stressful. I would encourage you to keep your gifts really minimal and enjoy the Christmas season with your family and your friends, especially for those little guys. The magic of Christmas leaves them so soon. I would just love to see you guys enjoy it and have fun when they're little. So let's jump into my minimal Christmas list items. I did also want to talk a little bit in this video about social stories, because that is one thing I'm getting my son. It's something that is widely used in the field of ABA therapy, is the notion of social stories, and it can be for your kiddo who has autism or any other disability, or neurotypical kids. I'll start with that, I guess. So my son's name is Joseph. We call him Jojo. I made a little book. I'll probably reprint this and make it a little prettier, but I made him a book about his family. And it says, "Hi, my name is Jojo. I have a mom and a dad." I'll go through really fast. I have 2 dogs. I've got a grandma and a grandpa. I've got cousins, and I go through all of like what their cousins' names are. And he loves to look at pictures. These are my parents' dogs, and so my grandma and grandpa have dogs too because he loves dogs. So we went through the whole family. I won't go through it all because I don't want my family to feel like they're all over YouTube. But I went through all my family's names and their dogs and the things that he likes. And kind of at the end, I just said, I love to play with my family. And there's him riding his little bike. So really simple. You can make it as pretty or as simple as you want it to. We just have black and white in our printer. At some point, maybe we'll reprint it and put it on some nicer paper and put colored photos in it. But I think he's going to be obsessed with this book because he likes looking at himself. Like, who doesn't like stories about themselves? It's kind of fun. He likes dogs, and so he's going to love looking at the dogs. So personalize your child's book for Christmas. You can make it really, really cheap, super fun to make. And then a little bit about like the social story realm. In the field of ABA therapy, we use it all the time, especially if we're having some behavioral issues. So, for example, I've had a kid who didn't want to walk out of our center and into mom's car, and we used a social story about how it makes mommy and daddy feel so happy when you're walking nicely from school to the car, and that you're not running away or eloping from mom and dad when you walk to and from the car. And if you walk really nicely to and from the car, you might have a special candy waiting for you in the car, and that's really fun. And make it super, super positive. Don't be negative in a way that like, if you're running, then you're not going to get your candy. Don't do that. Just make it super positive so they have those positive ideas in their head. Read it to them frequently. Hopefully that behavior will over time change. We've also done it to prepare kids for things like mommy's having a new baby. The baby might cry. It's okay if the baby cries. I can offer baby a bottle, or I can help mom find a pacifier. Those kind of things. There's a wide range of social stories out there that you can probably find on the internet. Also, just be creative. Use personalized pictures because kids love to put themselves in a story. It makes it more personalized and meaningful. And it's helped a lot of our kiddos who have a hard time understanding some changes that are going on, or understanding what they should be doing in certain situations, like going from school to a car, if you're walking through a divorce, or just like moving houses, or big things are going to happen. It's nice to prepare your kids for that. Or if you just want to make one like I did for my son, just super fun, so he can kind of look at pictures. He loves doing that. I would encourage you, it's a pretty minimal gift. He's gonna love his book. He's probably gonna read it for weeks on end. That is one gift that I'm giving to my son this year. And then as far as family, I tried to go with as many consumable gifts as I could. Not all of them are that, just because I know that this person will really love this non-consumable gift and she will use it. So if you know your person that you're buying for, and you know that they're absolutely gonna love this gift, go for it. Otherwise, I just kept to the consumables. So my mom every year wants like bath salts. I got her this like lavender bath salt bag, and then some lotion and bath soap to go with it. Every year she wants it. Every year she uses it. By the time Christmas comes around again, she needs more. So she like never has to buy any bath salts, and it's a luxury for her to be able to soak in the bathtub and have nice smelling things, and it's good for your body. So every year she gets this, so she knows it's coming and she's excited about it. Sometimes I switch up lavender to peppermint or cherry blossom or whatever, but I know she uses it and she loves it, so I stuck with that gift this year. And then for my mother-in-law, I got her, she wears lots of jewelry and she loves to change out her jewelry, and so knowing her, I got her this little, like, these are super trendy, I think, bracelet set. I got her the same kind of like body wash and a face mask, and then we're also getting her wine and chocolate, which is not here with me, but we're gonna go and pick it up later, because those are consumables that I know that she'll eat and drink. So that is what we got her. And then this is the one non-consumable that I got my sister because I know she will use it and she will love it, and I saw this and I knew she had to have it. She loves The Office. Her and her husband have watched The Office. Me and my husband have also watched The Office, so we're gonna go to her house and play this. But it says, "What do you meme?" And it's like matching memes about The Office. This game like has other movies that go with it, but I got The Office one. And she loves games, which I think is so cool because she plays it with her family instead of like watching TV. She spends family time and loves to play these games. So she doesn't have a huge collection of it. I think she keeps it very minimal, but I think this will kind of round out her collection and be something fun that she can play with and bond with her family. So I know she'll use it. So I got that for her. And then my sister has a little kiddo, and I kept kiddos, he's under a year, so I kept this kiddo's gifts very, very, very minimal, because 1-year-olds aren't gonna remember what they got for Christmas, to be honest, and the littlest things make him so happy. So we have all of these like little spiky balls at our house, and he loves these things. It's probably the texture, it's like the rubbery feeling, it's the rolling, the movement of it all. He loves these. And my sister has even asked, she's like, well, Jojo has so many of these balls, can we have one? And I'm like, no, because my son loves these too. These are like a staple in our house, and if we lose them, it's big tears and I don't know what to do. So I said, no, you cannot have our balls. But I did get him a ball. I got this at the Dollar General or Dollar Store, literally $1, and it's gonna make him so happy. So I got that for him, again from the Dollar Store. every kid loves bubbles. So I got him a set of scented bubbles. My kid could play with bubbles for hours on end. It's for some reason it's so fun for kids to like put them in the grass and then put them on your bike and watch the bubbles pop on the bike and then put them on the dog and like all these places that kids like to watch bubbles fall is just so entertaining. He's gonna spend hours being entertained by dollar bubbles. Again, don't break the bank for your kids or your friends' kids or your brothers or sisters' kids. $1. And then he's not quite old enough for this yet, but my kiddo played with Play-Doh when he was like, I would say 18 months. So within the year, he might come around to playing with Play-Doh. Very monitored, of course. But again, $1, and just having some Play-Doh in the house is nice when they're ready. I think he'll like even just touching it for a little bit until mom has to like take it for a little bit just for safety reasons, as long as they don't put it in their mouth. But Play-Doh was always fun for my son, so I got that. And then I got one more item. We got this little fire truck because my sister mentioned that he doesn't have any trucks and he really, really likes trucks at daycare. So we got him this little fire truck. It's wooden. It's really colorful. Has little dogs on it. We got this at Goodwill. So I think I spent like $2 on it. So overall, I really didn't spend, I probably spent like $5, $6 on kids items. Again, kids toys can get so expensive and then they grow out of them so quickly that it just feels silly to spend a lot of money on kids items. So I kept it really minimal. I again tried to keep it to some consumables. Like these bubbles won't last forever. They're consumable. They'll leave. And same with this Play-Doh. It's gonna get icky and gross and dried out eventually. So it's a consumable. But that's kind of what I kept it to. And then my husband is in charge of all the men in the family. And so I think he's probably gonna get them like locally crafted beer because it's a consumable gift and everyone in my family we know likes it. And it's fun to try different flavors and things like that. My dad is not a super big fan of beer, so I am gonna get my dad a gift card to Culver's because we actually lived with them for quite some time when we moved here with a new job when we were looking for houses. And he would have Culver's all the time. Like my mom and dad, when they didn't want to cook dinner, he wanted Culver's, which Culver's is like Midwest. Not everyone has it. It's a Midwest like fast food place, but they're delicious and they have really good burgers and cheese curds and ice cream and things like that. Or they call it custard. Sorry, Culver's. Call it custard. And he loves it. My mom loves it too, but I'm gonna just get him a gift card to that and call it good because again, it's a consumable and I know he likes it. And I don't think that gift cards are overrated. I think if you know the person and you know that they're gonna use it, it's an okay purchase to buy for Christmas. So that's kind of it. Again, pictured here is like the consumable like wine and locally crafted beer, and that gift card I didn't have here with me. But that is what I have yet to get and that people should be expecting. I don't know if anybody else does this, but we also get gifts for our dogs sometimes. This year, because we are on a little bit of a budget, we decided not to get gifts for our dogs. They already have lots. And currently my dog is chewing on a stick and she loves it. So I'm not super concerned that they'll miss out. But feel free, if you love your fur baby, to share in the comments below what you got your dogs or your cats, and give some good ideas. Of course, dogs can get pretty consumable gifts. They eat everything. So you can definitely do that. Stella, do you want to come say hi? Stella, come here. You come say hi. Say hi to everyone. She's eating a stick from our wood stove over there. She is pretty content with that. So those are my consumable gifts items for 2021 on a budget, and some little hints and tricks for if anybody in your life has a kiddo who's diagnosed with autism or any other developmental disability, or even if you just want to have fun with your 1, 2-year-old, 3-year-old and you want to show them this really cool book, that is totally relatable and it has them in it and it's super fun for them to look at, feel free to create your own social story. I think they're so beneficial. So that's it for me today, guys. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, hit the little bell so you're notified when my new videos come out. All of these things are also what I could, at least not like the Goodwill stuff, but what I could, I linked in my blog post, which is linked in the description below, is all there for you. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to comment down below and check out the blog. Thanks so much. Guys, there's one more thing I forgot. A hack. I go to Aldi, I shop at Aldi, love it, super cheap. But we have these bags that, yeah, they have like words on the outside, but on the inside, they're brown packages, brown bags. I don't buy wrapping paper. I wrap in paper bags. So that's one little hack that I would suggest, is not spending money on wrapping paper or a wrapping bag and not having to store it. I just, when it comes around to Christmas, I keep these for a month or so, wrap it all up, put a nice ribbon on it. We have like, ribbon takes up minimal space, so we have some ribbon that we basically use for the Christmas season and birthdays, and that's it. But it's super easy to just wrap in a paper bag, and my whole family knows that I wrap in paper bags and they don't care. So that's what I do. If you have like those wrapping sacks for your family, I would highly suggest that. They're kind of fun. Bring them out every year, and they're like zero waste and things like that. But I don't buy wrapping paper, and my whole family makes fun of me for it, but I don't care. So that's just a little Christmas hack that I do.